So anyway, for you people out there, our Loosely Related Podcast, welcome back to the show. We are sitting in the green room of the Loosely Related Podcast studio, and because we're just like exhausted from all the interviews and stuff that we had. That in the past couple of weeks, we had two interviews in the past 3 weeks.
We had 2 interviews in 3 weeks, and then of course you guys are still, I'm sure, fried from the Jeopardy.
Yeah, my brain. I don't even know if I can.
That
do
killed.
this podcast.
That killed probably your remaining brain cells.
I don't know if I can.
I think your brain cells.
He's already dipping into Brian's brain cells.
Yeah.
My remaining. Yeah. I've been like borrowing.
Brian's like, I'm depleted 5%.
I've been taking out withdrawals from that source.
He's going to be bouncing checks off Brian's head soon.
Brian's going to have to offer you a bailout soon. He's going to have to bail you out.
Pretty soon, the IRS is going to be coming for taxing me on brain cell
usage. Yeah.
So we figured this week we would just like sort of chill out in our relaxing, newly renovated green room, sort of the living room of the basement
/ TV area.
This used to be the dungeon area, the basement.
Literally, this is where Brian used to hang out.
Where he was
before
it was like this, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we can't get him out of here. Although now we can because he's in Tennessee with his girlfriend.
His girlfriend,
Tennessee.
In Tennessee. So we met her.
Yeah.
She's very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
She was actually with us at the
last podcast. She was actually here. It was the first time we had like an audience member. We had an audience member. She was here in the back.
She actually sat here.
Soon we're going to be like live.
We're going to have an audience.
Yeah.
We'll have an audience.
Live studio audience.
Yeah, live studio. I think that's what
we're going to have laugh tracks. It's going to be like,
yeah.
But it's going to have to say laugh now because obviously we're not.
Yeah,
correct.
We're not,
exactly.
Like the old, what was it? A Full House.
Yes.
Corny ass laugh.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. He walks in, people are clapping. Why would people clap when you walk in the door? It didn't make sense when you think about it.
It really didn't.
I can't remember the last time I walked in the door and people started applauding.
Yeah.
And it sounded the same in every laugh track. Like every laugh track. Exactly the same. The same people.
Yeah.
You hear that one distinct laugh in that laugh track was like that same guy.
Exactly.
It was,
It's hilarious. You know what's funny? Have you ever seen on YouTube, they have the videos, they take all the funniest scenes from Friends, but they remove the laugh tracks? It is the most awkward thing to watch because it's just like,
especially, I didn't know that.
especially Ross's scenes. Like
Really?
I never watched a lot of Friends, but
They probably don't clue you into it, right?
But like Ross is very awkward. Like a lot of his comedy is based on like awkward things that he does. When there's no laugh track, you're just like, wow, this guy's like a real creep.
We need to be like
weird.
cued into the funny.
Yeah, exactly.
This is supposed to be funny, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
seriously. Everything here you see on the set here or whatever the living area, the
living area, the green room, the TV room.
It was all off the Facebook Marketplace.
Shout out to Facebook Marketplace.
I basically furnished the entire downstairs basement area with just like $20 here, $20 there. We're sitting right now on a
These strokes are these are actually happening.
A sleet of love.
A sleet of love. It's full of love.
We're on a slate of love. We're on a love slate.
Complete slate of love. It's a love seat sleeper with pillow top.
Love seat
and
sleeper.
Sheets, everything. I got it for $20. I got a chair over there for $20. The carpet I got.
No, that's insane. It is. It's
I got
super
that
comfortable.
beautiful chair that Rob's sitting in. And he's probably going to be asleep in like 15 to 20 minutes.
It's not even. It's so serious. I was like, this is what I was watching. I don't even know. Can you see this? This is what I was watching.
You watching?
I was watching mattress reviews all morning. I'm like, that mattress looks so comfortable.
That's hilarious.
Purple versus puffy mattress.
So that's
review.
probably not a good combination to be sitting in a chair and looking at mattresses. It's like you're doubling down on falling asleep in the chair.
Yeah.
So everything was like furnished. So I'm going to try to see if I can find a laugh track thing on Facebook Market.
Yeah, I guess you could. They're gonna us. They're gonna charge us triple. That's the problem.
Yeah, if they
we
find
can actually find the people on Fiverr who will laugh for us.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
you need a laugh track? I got 12 people.
Yeah. 12 people. We got it right here.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the basement for a long time. So we were last night, I was talking to my dad, and we were like, listen, why don't we, like, the original plan, and this is a little spoiler alert, because we are going to do this eventually. We want to go ahead. The bar area is like the real focal point of the basement now. It's really nice. And I think eventually we are going to shoot an episode where we're all sitting at the bar. But we wanted to wait for Brian to be there for that.
Right.
So we figured this week, though, like you said, we just kind of wanted to sit back and chill and do like just what we did. Like this is us hanging out.
This is us in the just as
there's
we
a
are.
camera on and there's microphones in front of our mouths.
Where it's basically us unplugged. Although we are unplugged.
We're always unplugged. Well, your brain, like we said, those are unplugged.
It's unplugged from your spinal cord. Absolutely.
Well, that's why we have to charge.
There's no neurons passing back and forth between your brain and your spinal cord.
Exactly.
That's what the wire's for. It's not for the headphones.
It's not for the headset. Yeah, exactly. Because you're recharging. That's
I'm
what
recharging my
brain. Well, all right, the reality.
It only lasts. My brain, though, is one of those brains that as soon as you unplug it, the battery dies.
Battery's died.
It doesn't hold a charge anymore.
It doesn't hold the charge anymore.
Exactly.
It goes out immediately. So I'm just always plugged in. I can only wander like maybe 10 feet. I have a 10-foot cord. So
right.
I can only wander 10 feet in any direction.
Exactly. So the real reason is this area has the only outlet. That's why we're over here right now, because that is plug in.
But we have the power strip.
We have the power strip. So Rob's plugged in too. That's why.
Thank God we had just
also plugged in.
We had just enough plug spots in the power strip. So I was able to,
We're pretty much good.
If you see me go out all of a sudden, somehow we blew a fuse.
We blew a fuse or something. Yeah, everything's plugged into one thing.
This is better than the last setup we had for you. It was solar powered, and it would just drain, and the sun would go down, and Joe just start fading.
Yeah. But the one good thing about it is
now we got you plugged in hardwired.
Yeah. But when that was happening with the solar thing, the greenhouse gases went down a lot.
Yeah,
it was helping the environment.
Right. Yeah, but the greenhouse gas that comes out of your mouth is
it kind of offsets.
Yeah, exactly. So
it offsets.
Yeah. Anyway,
half dozen the other, I guess.
Yeah. So so we're just like chilling out, and we're going to talk about things we want to talk about. Like
that's pretty much it.
I mean, we're done. Well, okay. So we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we don't really talk too much. We also just sleep around each other.
We really just chill and watch Netflix films.
Yeah,
we have a big 65-inch television sitting in front of us right now.
Oh yeah,
I got Netflix on here too.
Netflix on there. We go pretty good.
So we can cast to the thing. So
dude, it's so funny. I'm sure everybody knows. You could clearly the audience sees what a high level of production value and preparation we normally have.
Yeah,
we're even going to take it down a notch from that.
Yeah, we're going to take it down a notch.
Oh, this is the extra loosely related podcast, as Rob said to me earlier.
This is what it's all about. This is
not at all related.
This is what we were driving for from the very beginning. Right. 37 episodes and a couple of bonus episodes. We're driving towards the low of the podcast.
Yeah, our low.
This is the lull. This is the lull.
So that's what your standards.
We're in the valley.
Exactly.
The floor.
Exactly. Well, if you know anything about economics, you go through your booms, and then you are going to hit a recession. We wanted our recession to be controlled. We want to do a controlled recession. Right. So we wanted to force it, and then this way, eventually, when we go back up, it's going to be even better. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
right.
Either that, or you just keep going until it's like, oh shit, we're oh god.
Yeah, but then you just do with the Enron and all those other ones.
Right.
You just fudge the books.
Well, I mean,
it look better than it is.
I
don't know how we do that.
Fire sale on loosely related.
Yeah. A couple of headphones and some microphones and some boom arms and
Well, you know what it is? I think honestly, we make a joke, but the last couple episodes were just like we put a lot of hard work, and I think you realize they came out great. Rosalind's in. We had a great time with Rosalind. Seriously, I want to say thank you again to her for coming on.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Check it out.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It was really enjoyable to sit down and learn about obviously her, and I know I missed the Zach episode, but going back and watching it was just it's funny to watch it from an outside perspective because and I'm not just saying this because it's my podcast. I legitimately enjoyed it as if it was me just watching a podcast, learning about all the history and that. Now I also love history. I'm just that's me. I've always been into the world war documentaries and all that. Mm-hmm. So for me, learning about history was great, but those episodes are just so much fun.
Yeah, no, they are.
And it's like, we used to always say we don't want to be too prepared. We don't want to take it too seriously. But when you do that with those types of episodes, you're like, actually, it really works when you do that. We
actually put the work into it.
And it comes out, so good. And obviously, Rosalind is just has a plethora of knowledge. I feel like with her, it's like she just shows up and she already
has amazing story. It's an amazing story what she went through with, going from coming out of high school, not knowing what she wanted to do. Going in and becoming a medical assistant, and then just going from that to I hate school to going to getting a master's degree.
Yeah.
And becoming a nurse practitioner is pretty amazing.
Amazing,
man. Definitely.
I don't think I'd have that. I don't think I'd have that, stamina and discipline to do that. You know.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you have to stay on top of the game. That's
You really
for sure.
do, and it's a lot of work. And
Don't forget to go there, by the way. Remember,
Yes.
she has that business in the area
yeah,
right here in Newburgh.
Natural health. Right?
Yeah, is that it? Natural. Let me make sure it is. I
Yes.
think that's what it is.
I'm
though.
pretty sure.
And she does all the fluid rehydration. She's on that Botox deal.
yeah.
I think she's just going to be expanding. And I know where we were talking about backstage, as it were.
Yeah.
At the end of that episode, and she was definitely saying she would love to have us go there to the actual site, and we can just do our show right there.
That would be fun, man.
Rehydrated.
That would be an awesome thing to do in the future.
Maybe
that
we
would be
do like
great.
we could do our
Part
St.
two.
Patrick's right here, and then we'll go there for fluid rehydration.
Right,
Yeah, man.
right. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because, yeah,
That'd be good.
that
of
makes
St.
a lot of sense.
Speaking of St. Patrick's, we went to a concert last weekend
Yeah,
at Sweeney's Pub in
Walden.
In Walden.
Walden, right?
And we go.
Walden.
We go every year. I mean, it's if you ever heard of the Wolf Tones. If you're a fan of Irish music, Wolf Tones is probably the most famous Irish folk band there is.
Yeah, definitely.
In the world, really. They're big in Ireland. They're big in England, and they draw a pretty big crowd. As a matter of fact, Zach showed up at
So-
the restaurant. We had an interview with Zach from North Plank Road
Zach
Tavern,
Costa.
and I'm in the place enjoying the, getting ready for the concert in the bar there, and in walks Zach. So we hung out with Zach.
Hilarious. We're like, what are the odds of that? Just
Yes.
shows up.
It's so crazy, and he's
Right.
a big Wolf Tones fan. Who'd have known?
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
could have
I
talked
could see
about
that.
that in the interview.
exactly.
How was the show, by the way?
It was great. Of course, you know us. We listen to Irish music like constantly. So
Right.
I try to like refrain from it during the year if
save
I
it up.
can,
Right.
So that I can enjoy it when I see
There
them
is a
again.
limit
Yes.
to that.
There's
Yeah,
there
there
is.
To how many Brits you can hear about their eyes being popped out.
Yes,
Exactly,
exactly.
exactly.
Yep.
And of course, my daughter, my wife, my sister-in-law love the Wolf Tones, and they just play their music over. We go to parties, and they're playing the one. I'm like, all right, I had enough of
Yeah.
the Wolf Tones. Now.
The best of the
I love their
Wolf
music.
The
but
best.
50-year compilation.
Greatest.
Yeah, right.
Literally 50 years. They've been playing.
Ever.
They are in their like late 900s.
Yeah, they
Like
are
it's insane.
early 900s, I think. But
Yeah.
they just put out.
Yeah.
They just
Give or
put,
take a couple centuries.
a
Yeah.
couple of centuries. They just put out a new album.
They put out a new
God.
album.
Yeah, they just
They
put out.
did?
Well, they put out new songs. I should check
There's
that
a
to be
lot.
sure.
Like how many members are in the Wolf Tones?
Originally
There's
there was
3
four.
changed, right?
Originally there
Originally
was
4.
four.
And then the Black Plague got one of them.
Yeah,
Right.
and the potato famine was
Yeah. Potato famine. That makes more sense. Good.
potato famine. Yeah,
The bubonic plague,
Yeah.
followed by a potato famine. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's
it
some
was
rough times.
It was
Yeah.
rough. That's why they sing all.
That's
these
why they
songs.
have so much to
Yeah.
talk
I'm
about.
surprised they don't have a
Exactly.
potato famine song.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm sure they
repertoire.
do.
I'm sure they definitely do. They
probably
definitely
do,
do.
yeah.
You have to read between the lines.
Yeah. But there's Brian, Noel, and Tommy right now.
Right.
Tommy's my favorite. Sings one of my favorite songs. Patriot Games, one of my favorite of their songs. I love a lot of their songs. Sean
Yeah.
Southam, Gary Owen, and Joe McDonald.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
Didn't he have a farm?
Yeah, old McDonald.
McDonald.
This
man.
is his brother.
Yeah.
That's my greatest hits.
Joe
Those are my-
McDonald is his brother.
Those are my
Your favorite
jams.
song is that? What is that? I saw the Happy Birthday.
Well, yes,
That's
yes.
your favorite song, I think.
Yeah,
Something like that, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Happy
You remember
Birthday
that
is-
when you guys originally penned that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You were there for that.
Yeah, I was
worked
there.
on that together.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty old song.
did a good job
It
of
goes
that.
back along. It goes
does.
back a ways, actually. I think.
But tell everybody about the cool. You kind of left there with something pretty cool that's going to get hung up
Yeah,
in the
I'm
bar.
actually going to frame it because they had the announcement,
The
posters
poster.
on the
Oh,
wall.
okay.
There were like 12 by 14 posters
Oh,
with
that's
them,
nice.
and
Yeah.
about Sweeney's and the Times, and and sponsored by Guinness and all of this stuff.
Yeah, it was
and
cool.
I asked,
As a
"Can I
big
have
Guinness
one of
fan.
those posters so I can get like signatures on it?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, go ahead, grab it." So
Here's some of
I
those
grabbed
things
it
you can
down.
pick
I went
one.
over to them, and they
them.
all gave me.
They
the
all
signature.
signed it. All 3, like the main guys, like signed it. Cool.
pretty cool.
It actually
Yeah.
is pretty cool because, like, realistically, they have been around a long time. At one point in Ireland, they actually had I remember them saying this. I went to one of the concerts. Them saying that at one point in Ireland, I think it was one of their their most popular album had actually sold more in Ireland than Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah, then the Beatles.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Some
Yeah,
of their
exactly.
some of their songs sold better.
Yeah,
Their
than
own,
the Beatles
than
in
the Beatles.
Ireland. Yeah.
And they're blowing up actually in England right now too. So at least according to them, they are.
Blowing up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're blowing up.
they're.
Yeah,
I mean,
speaking of the-
for them,
Speaking of the promotional posters, that's a whole big thing. I think my brother Ricky used to like collect some of it for like Melvins and other like punk rock bands he liked, and that's like big business. Some of them like for like bands that have gone, Like something like if you had an original Nirvana, like a band poster from one of their live shows, probably worth good money.
Oh yeah,
That actually makes a lot of
Especially
sense.
if it's
I
in
can
good
believe
shape,
that.
You know, you
Not like
frame
they're
it.
making them
Well, like
anymore.
I don't know if
Exactly.
I don't know if they have one, but imagine like getting a promotional poster from like what Woodstock, like the original Woodstock. Holy shit!
That would be amazing.
Look that up right now.
Signed by like Jimi Hendrix and then like Jefferson Airplane or
Get
something
some
like that.
authentic
Holy
pictures.
shit!
The only thing I should have done with that particular when I got him signed, I should have taken a picture holding it. So, with the signature
Yeah, I
on
know
it
you're
and behind
saying.
me.
But I don't know. Like I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean it is hard to do that because like even like people make jokes about like we have that baseball that's signed by Joe DiMaggio and we've done a lot of research and I'm telling you like it looks identical to like actual Joe DiMaggio signatures.
No, it is.
But we don't have the
We
thing.
don't have the. Oh,
So I remember I've had a
certificate of
authentication,
authenticity.
yeah, so I've had a few friends be like, I don't know if that's real. I'm like, dude, we have like
No, it is, and it's,
you hold it up, it looks
No, it is.
just like his signature.
My father-in-law.
It has to be his
Actually,
signature.
that's going to be on the wall over here too with
Yeah.
the little
That has to be
sports
his
collection
signature
on the
for
wall
sure.
over here. But it is. And
Yeah.
Dave told me, my father-in-law told me
Right.
the story that when he was a kid, he had a friend who worked in the locker room of
Right.
the Yankees.
Yep.
I think it was around 56. I think it was the 56 Yankees because
Yep.
Yogi Berra was on there.
Yogi Berra was on it.
The bunch of the
Was
guys.
that Phil Rizzuto was on that?
I'm
no,
not sure if he
that
was.
wasn't
He might
that.
have been. I'm not sure, but a lot of the guys who were signing the ball. There was a
Right.
lot of signatures. Joe DiMaggio is featured in the center of
He's
the wall
in the
a
center,
big
yeah.
signature, and he told me the whole story. And then also my father-in-law's signature's on there because when he was a kid, he wrote his name on.
Yeah,
the wall,
that's the
so.
problem, and that's what I remember that.
Well, that makes it original.
Yeah,
that
so
makes it original. There you go.
Unfortunately, my father-in-law passed away, so I can't verify that it's his
Rob,
signature.
let me pull this up on here. I got
Yeah,
this
hit
big
us.
TV all set up over here.
Yeah,
I haven't
here's
even
one. Yeah,
used
this
it.
was just. This isn't a
What is this? So what am I
reproduction, but this
Googling
is
on
one
over here?
example. This is
Yeah,
one
I
a
get this all
24 by
set up.
36.
Are you going to show his beds?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
He's showing
showing
us
beds.
The best. No, but here's an
So-
example. This one's $3,000, no signatures or anything.
Really?
And it's
Wow,
not, it
really?
says not a reproduction. It's on heavy paper in good condition, but that was just one I just.
Really?
No, if you'd like, you can.
There was way more expensive ones.
If you people out there would like, we can sell our loose related podcast with our signatures on it for like maybe what, $25,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
25.
That's probably the going rate.
And we paid.
There you
I
go.
think we paid at least twice.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. So we got 200 and nope, that's I don't want to go to Pinterest. We'll go to all right. So vintage music and wow, I can't speak.
None
Concert
of us
posters.
did.
You got Pearl Jam. Wow,
that's a-
$480 for
some of that
Pearl
stuff.
Jam. Look at that. Holy crap. You got Kiss. You got a rock poster for Kiss. Over here, here's a Nirvana one.
Look at Peter-
Nevermind, rocking in
That's gotta be
1992.
like
I
reproduction.
wonder if they have a
Stuff.
Crampton Comes
I don't
Alive
know.
poster, if that's worth anything.
Check out this Dave Matthews Band one. A Dave Matthews Band
For
for
$405.
$405. Dave Matthews Band, does it even say where? February 16th, 2020. That was
Oh
just
my God, what?
that was a
month
month
ago.
ago. This is
Tim
$450.
Reynolds.
2020 in Cancun, Mexico.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe, the other thing could be, listen, I'm no
And it's
obviously
and it's a
aficionado of this,
bid.
but
It has 28 bids. The current bid is for.
But
It's
you-
at 405 now,
it could also
and it
be
still
like,
has. It still has
Yeah.
how much time left? 1 day and 8 hours left on bidding.
it has
I mean,
28 bids.
but
28
the other
bids
thing
is
could
bid
be,
up.
could be a
What the
famous, like
hell?
one of the artists could be famous who did it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That could also be.
okay,
Like
yeah.
somebody who's well known
That's
for making
true.
these type of posters might have
That's
made
true.
that particular.
Oh, yeah,
design.
right.
Wow,
Yeah, that
Pearl
makes
Jam
sense.
is freaking damn. Look at that. That's pretty good.
That's a
Yeah.
creepy ass poster,
It
man.
really is.
It is creepy. That's what.
Pearl Jam.
Oh my God.
We're gonna throw these up on the YouTube.
In Cleveland.
Don't
And
worry.
Iggy Pop. When
And
is this
Iggy
from?
Pop. Wow.
He must they
August
I wonder
August
if they just brought
26,
him up like
1998. August 26th, the Yield
Iggy
Tour.
Pop, my lord.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd be into that
big
stuff.
I'm into this.
I'd
yeah.
be into that.
So my Wolf Tones signature poster should be worth probably like
Buckus.
Yeah,
in a couple of years, right?
yeah, probably.
It'll probably work its way up to nothing from
Yeah.
Bupkis.
Right, exactly. Yeah, nothing. It's more than solid.
Well, it's
nothing.
going in the right direction. So,
Yeah.
you know.
So yeah. So you had a good time though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Was it packed? I mean, was it? I mean, Sweeney's is not
always
that big
packed.
of a place.
No, and it's
No,
and
it's
they
not.
call
Kind of got narrow, right?
It's a nice little pub
Yeah,
and
down
wall.
by the
Check
bar,
that out.
it's
Check
sorta-
out Sweeney's good pub.
Yeah, so we'll put up a picture.
They have a pretty good burger. I haven't been there in a lot of years.
I,
but-
I had a burger there. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, no, their wings are really good too. They have really good wings there.
Yeah.
Food's very good, and it's a great place to stop in if you're, and have nothing to do on a Saturday. or
What I
you're
wanted
you're
to say
visiting
about
from
it
New York
was
or
just that
something like
they have another one of those bars and like it's like Buffalo Wild Wings has that huge projector. I've never really seen that at a bar, Well, they have a 65-inch like a LED TV like right in the lounge area. So of course, to me, I'm like, Giants games, we're good. Like that's where to go. Like a big TV like that where you're good.
Yeah.
Like besides Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever, but I don't know. That's good for me.
You know what I saw, speaking of like local pubs and bars where we watch football, I know we used to go down to Hoagie Bar Michaels together. I mean, no offense, but it was a hole in the wall in a good way.
Yes. Yeah.
The food was cheap, and they had all the different televisions, so you didn't have to argue with some other guy about what he's watching and what game they're putting on.
So many TVs.
They have 5 games that nobody cares about, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But I was reading not that long ago, someone else took it over.
Really?
Yeah, they sold it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I haven't been there since I was reading it on Google Feed or something, local news.
I wonder if they know who did it. Like if it's I'm gonna type that in. We got the TV over here.
We got the TV. We have this big TV.
Brian's not here this week.
Brian's not here, so Joey is the producer / host of the show today.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Brian's in Tennessee. That's pretty cool, man. I wish I could go there.
Yeah, I do too.
I've always wanted to go, but let's see what we got. We got some Hoagie Bar Michaels in Newburgh. You read it online, you said, Rob?
Yeah. I don't know. I could be
man.
making it up like
draw-
other things.
It was drawing
I think
people on Friday on the
it's
way
being
home.
Wow, they have like clams now and stuff?
Yeah.
Maybe they did. Wow, that's pretty legit.
Kinda makes
said they were
sense. It's
gonna
right
up
down by the
food
river.
and,
Yeah. No, I think it definitely.
was
I
in
liked
there
it a lot.
something. It wasn't that long ago.
It's that's one of those spots where we're always like we should always go back there.
Yeah.
We always want to go into like the other places. I don't even know how that.
Well, there's so many places to choose from. And our favorite place, of course, is Buffalo Wild Wings. So we always go
Yeah, well, that's my favorite place for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing against Buffalo Wild Wings. I do like. Sometimes it's like a local spot though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I support the local businesses. It's hard, hard out there.
Most definitely. We should go down and visit Zach's. I love his bar. The bar's amazing. You guys haven't. You were there.
I've only been there once. It was a long time ago. I
Yeah,
honestly don't remember it.
Yeah, the bar is
much.
just so cool, man. Such a cool thing.
Go down there.
Exactly.
We'll go down there for the St. Patrick's, and then we'll go right down the road and stumble into Rosalind's business.
Rosalind's business.
Right.
Get a little refuel, and then we go back out.
Yeah. Just go.
And then we go to Hoagie Bar Michaels.
We'll
and then
go
we're good to
bar crawl.
We'll go
bar crawl.
Yeah. Well,
let us know if you want to meet us for a bar crawl.
Bar crawl, loosely related bar crawl. There we go.
Also,
for St. Patty's Day.
While you're hitting us up for that bar crawl, I know a bunch of you probably have the same story of Joe from his grandfather. Just let us know how many you have the same exact baseball he has.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
yes,
right.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The same
My
exact
grandpa
one.
told me the same story.
So look at
They
mine
gave him
signed by
out.
Babe Ruth. That's not how Babe Ruth spelled. That definitely says Frank Richards. That is not Babe Ruth.
It's not Babe Ruth.
No, that says Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth?
Baby Ruth. That's Rob's favorite movie.
I know it. Number that's my all-time favorite movie.
All-time numero uno.
If Goonies is on television,
Yeah.
in case you didn't know, that's what we're talking about, Goonies.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're transitions. Those are the type of sweet transitions.
Look at that.
we got,
Perfect.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's on television, I swear, God, I will sit there and watch the whole movie again.
Yeah.
Wherever it is, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I just stop
You
whatever
get
I'm
sucked
doing.
right
I
into
watch it. I love
movies
it
like
so
that.
much.
Yeah,
That's how I am with Fight Club.
Yeah.
Pirate booty,
Same way.
monsters,
Yes.
friendship, coming of age, got everything. Got a lot of good actors.
Comedy gold.
Shawshank
Real
Redemption.
comedy gold,
That's
man.
my
I love it.
favorite. I love
That's a great
watching
movie,
that.
too.
Also, you know what I love too is Sling Blade. It's just something
You do love
about
that
Sling
movie.
Blade is just- I love that movie.
I can't get
Yeah.
through it. I'm too immature. Well,
Yeah.
listen to him
Yeah.
talking. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I don't want
not my thing.
to listen to him talk slowly in the laundromat for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to talk about, I know we were just talking about the Giants and watching sports.
Yeah, we haven't talked sports in a while.
So we used
So
to always
we're gonna
make
bring
that.
Those
Bring
segues
that
are so
back.
good.
Segues are
These are killer segues.
these
They
are
are.
the expert segues. This is
Yeah,
what
'cause
that's
we
what
might-
it is.
We should go and post our own page or do a little side business. If you guys need segues, we got them.
We got segues.
We're on Fiverr.
We are on Fiverr. We're on.
Fiverr. We're gonna give out segues.
We're going to
on
be the
Fiverr.
only person in the Segway category on Fiverr.
Yeah.
That's going to be us.
and that's the segues that you ride. Not
Yeah,
the ones
exactly.
that you,
Right. I thought that
Right.
was understood. They didn't know that?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
In case you didn't know, we don't know how to do segues. We know how to ride segues.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But
I don't even think we know how to ride segues.
No.
I'm sure you can't. That I don't think you could figure it out.
Well,
I remember you tried to do.
Cordova
You tried doing Matt's ripstick. You remember that?
Oh,
Yeah,
the rip,
didn't
that was
go-
hard, man.
Yeah.
My daughter had
Remember
one.
that?
Yeah.
The
I almost
ripstick.
tore my knee on that thing.
That
My
was doing
daughter
pretty
Addie
good on
had
that.
one.
Were
Yeah,
you? That
yeah,
thing was
right.
insane. Matt fell once doing that.
Those
He was
things are
riding to
brutal,
school
man.
and he fell. Yeah.
And I
like
can't do
bad.
it anyway because my brain cord only goes 10 feet. So
Yeah, right.
it's hard to do
Yeah,
it.
that
You had to
maybe
stay in
that's
that
what it
small
was.
little area.
Yeah.
And if I
Look
fell,
at
it was
him.
probably.
Oh, he's
was-
at
then
the
he just-
end of his run.
He goes limp and he just
If I fell, it's because I got unplugged.
And then he's on one of those cheap, the knockoff, what was it, a hoverboard?
Yeah.
First of all, what the hell? I kind of get, but hoverboard, not hovering.
Yeah.
I don't really get
It's
it.
not hovering
You're
at all.
two wheeling, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, you're two wheeling. I don't know. I guess it's not as catchy, but if it's not like Back to the Future hoverboard, it's a little bit of a lofty way to describe what that crap is.
Yeah, for
Anyway, I
sure.
can imagine
It's a catchy name for something. Oh, they have hoverboards now.
Hoverboards exist. What is that?
Joe
It's a
battery goes
broomstick
out,
that
and then
like
it
you
goes
can
on
hover.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, we totally derailed you. What were you
Yeah,
talking
so
about?
anyway,
Giants?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's where I was going
All right.
because we used to talk about sports a lot, and then we just like again like we said, just so much stuff happens so quickly. You have a lot of fun stuff, but
Rob
there's been
sent-
some decent news in the Giants that
Rob
it's
sent
been
me
so
a-
busy we haven't had a chance to talk about Joe Judge getting hired as the new coach, him literally firing the entire coaching staff and hiring all new coaches. We got
Tell me what-
NFL Combine coming up. We got the NFL Draft is literally in I think a month and a half or something
Yeah.
like that. We got free agency starts next week. All this cool stuff for that.
Okay,
that'll
let me
be
ask you a quick question.
Yes.
Right up top here. Right up the top is how fast we are.
Yeah.
All right. We know all three of us are obviously Giants fans, right?
Right.
We get together, watch the games. We really
Right.
enjoy shooting the breeze about it.
Yep.
Of course, that means we also really
Blazing
dislike
Wings
certain
if they
teams,
lose.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Like Dallas. We know we don't like Dallas.
I
Right.
hate Dallas.
Do you automatically forgive Jason Garrett and tell him, hey, he's a Giant, or how do you feel about it? Or you feel
so
icky
that's
about
oh my
it?
god, Rob, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
It's
right.
insane.
Yeah, I forgot
Jason
about that.
Garrett, for those who
Coordinator,
don't know,
He's now the offensive
Jason Garrett is now the head offensive coordinator for the New York Giants.
Yeah.
No,
It
he's
is
for the Giants, so
insane.
we have to overlook his past.
Yeah, do you just get over? I mean, well, look where Joe Judge came from, right? He's from the Patriots.
from the
A lot
Patriots.
of people hate the Patriots.
For some reason,
As a
I didn't think about him as much, even though I didn't like the Patriots.
Yeah.
It didn't bother because he wasn't the head coach. I don't know why. I mean, but Jason Garrett, he's a Giant now. I guess we live and let live, right? He's on our team now. Let's do what we got to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
we haven't shared players and past coaches and stuff. Obviously,
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Some of the best Giants coaches were trained under Bill
Freaking
Belichick,
right now,
you know?
Landon Collins plays for the Redskins right
Didn't
now. I mean,
Bill Parcells, wasn't he to
Right.
Dallas for?
They work together.
he went to Dallas. He went to Dallas
For a year,
for
2 years?
He went to Dallas after the Giants. Yeah.
Yeah. Then to the Jets.
But then, and didn't Belichick and Parcells work together?
Yep.
Yes.
Belichick was
The
the
Giants?
defensive coordinator
Oh.
of the
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah, I mean, it's of course we're fans. We look at it in our lens, but it's business, obviously.
yeah.
But so, what do you guys think? What's your opinion, Joey?
Well, I gotta say, so first things first, Jason Garrett, obviously, he was an NFC East, which is interesting because, obviously, he's gonna be playing his own team twice a year, his old
Right.
team that he coached. So you have to wonder. It's like I'm sure the new coach is gonna come in and change a lot.
Yeah.
But he knows how Ezekiel Elliott plays. He knows how Dak Prescott plays, and it's interesting to see how he's going to be able to benefit that. I always kind of think about that, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't know, but
I think it helps.
It
because I
feels
think he's gonna
weird.
Be able to take advantage. Of
I
those
never-
things that they
I
may
never
know about
hated-
them, I had to attack them. I had to go after.
maybe.
Well, I mean, that's something that's always bantied about.
Yeah.
And, we see with players a lot, at least specifically with players, they'll try to trade them outside of their own division.
Right, yeah.
But do you think that's a big thing, Joey? Going what
Yeah.
you were saying, do you think that really is that an advantage, or do you think it's all really moot once they play?
I think it's probably going to be mostly moot when they play. 'Cause obviously, they're going to have a new coach, and they're probably going to. I think they are going to have a new
schemes and stuff.
offensive coordinator and all that too. So they probably will do a lot. I just meant in terms of Jason Garrett's going to know what Ezekiel Elliott favors. He's going to know. Well, Zeke really likes to favor going to his left more so than his right. He might really he loves running out of the option. He really doesn't like running out of the I formation and all that. He's going to know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
More like the intangibles, not the literal play
Right, the actual
play
scheme,
calling.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
What do you think, Joe?
That's I think the same thing. I think that he's going to be able to tell the team, on specific type, who's he's going to go to first. Like, where's his first read, where's his second read, what he likes to attack, what he looks for in the defense, and when you disguise a scheme as a defense, you set something up to make him think something is going
Right.
on, and maybe Zeke's looking for, this guy's going to be open. Tight end's going to be open because of this. what he's seen in front of him. But it's a disguise. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So those are the kinds of things that Garrett may be, I think, be able to bring.
So, what do you think about his actual talent? Do you think he's going to bring talent to the
Yeah,
team?
no,
I think so. He's got a lot of experience.
I think he will. But here's the thing: like, in really thinking about it, I never hated Jason Garrett. I think it was like I didn't really like. I didn't like the Cowboys as an organization.
Right,
Now, personally, I really didn't like Tony Romo. I don't know why. I didn't like him as a Cowboys quarterback.
new contract.
I love him now. I love him
I
as
think
an
he's a really good announcer.
He's
he is.
phenomenal. He deserves
I think
every
we'll definitely take him
dollar.
over Buck.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right
He
now.
deserves every dollar of that money that he got. I love him as an announcer.
Yep.
I didn't like him as a quarterback. I didn't really like I didn't hate Jason Garrett, and I think it's because he was never like overly successful. I know it sounds kind of funny to say that, but it wasn't like, the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl in forever. The Giants got 2 Super Bowls. The Eagles got 1. The Cowboys were never like, and we beat them every now and then. I don't have a big problem. Like if we got Chip Kelly, I do not like Chip Kelly. I'm sorry, Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson. I'm sorry.
Okay,
yeah. If we I don't like him. I don't like Doug Peterson. I think he's. I don't like him at all. I would not want him to be Giants because I would be really pissed by that. I don't want him on the
I don't
staff.
like his offensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jason Garrett, I think he had a really good offensive style, and I think that it's a huge advantage that he was a coach. Like having a former head coach for a long time as an offensive coordinator, I think that's going to bring. Like, you have some real experience at the OC position.
Oh,
like that
absolutely.
is pretty huge to me.
And I think
like
he
that
was
a
an
lot.
offensive coordinator prior to being a head coach too. I think he was
you know that-
offensive coordinator with something.
did you
I don't
know that-
what team? But
Well, you know that he played football for the Giants.
you know what?
He was a
he
backup
was a
quarterback.
Giant.
Yeah. He was he's a former Giant player. He was a backup quarterback.
Oh wow!
Yep.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's
couldn't have been
where
that
he
long
started.
ago, really.
No, yeah, no, I don't. We could probably pull that up too. But yeah, he was
Had to be early 80s.
probably early. I believe they
probably
said he was behind
Early?
Jeff
I mean,
Hostetler, possibly.
Oh, that's the 90s.
possibly
what, early
Jeff
90s?
Hostetler.
I'd say more towards
Because he's a
90s better than-
decade as the head coach for.
He's 53.
Okay. Well, he's a decade coach
He's
already for head
53.
coach.
Going
And
back-
before that, he was a coordinator with Dallas.
For going back 35 years.
He
he
played coordinator, former player. Let's see what we got here. We'll go to Pro Football Reference. 1993, he
Okay,
played.
that's
So
Hostetler,
that's
right?
Hostetler, right?
Yeah.
93 to 2000, huh?
Oh, wow.
So this is wait. He
That
played
does
for
surprise
He played for
Well,
the
you know,
Giants in
Time
2000.
gets carried away. Because,
He played for the
20 years
wait.
ago,
So
right?
Dallas
he played for
Cowboys.
Dallas for the whole. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so
No, he was with the
93 to
Giants.
99
right there.
he was with the Giants in 2000, apparently.
Right.
And he was with Dallas before that. Well, he played for a long time.
So now he's got
Well, I don't think he saw much field though. It doesn't look like.
no.
Yeah, no, he started. What is that? He started 9 games over his entire career,
yeah.
which is a 7-year career, 8-year career.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
Well, luckily he's
That
not
might have
playing
been-
quarterback. So
that might be telling.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
So-
at the same time, I might.
Yeah.
I don't. You hear these things sometimes when, maybe they feel like, oh, he's a quarterback's guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Because he came from that position.
Right.
Sometimes I think players might respond to that.
Yeah, for sure.
That he's not just talking about
Yeah.
from book knowledge, but he's experienced.
Well, that was like Mike Vrabel. He's the coach of the Titans. He was a tight end. He was a linebacker for the Patriots. He was a starting linebacker. He was on the team when they won the Super Bowls and all that. And he's like, everybody talks about, he's so respected by his team. Like the team, all the players, they just respect the hell out of him because he's just a great coach. He has so much great experience and all that. And he was a really talented player. But so like all the guys. So then Judge essentially hired and basically brought with him 9 people.
So who did
right?
he-
So
He just basically
hold.
yeah.
The
So he
entire
essentially
team.
So he had
entire coaching staff basically.
he brought in a new offensive coordinator. So we got Jason Garrett, right? He brought in a new defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham, who I guess was the Miami Dolphins
Same position.
defensive coordinator. He brought in Thomas McGahee. Is that McGahee?
McGahee.
Yeah, Thomas McGahee. So he's going to be the special teams coordinator. And so we got 10 offensive
Jerry
assistants. We got Jerry Shaplinsky, quarterbacks. Burton Burns.
That sounds like an old school football.
It really
man.
does, huh?
Like, hey, do you remember Gary Shaplinsky? Remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember how well? Remember when he played with Steelers back in the the Steel Curtain days?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even pronounce his name.
Every time I hear Joe Judge, I keep thinking of friggin' the actual judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An idiot.
I love his name. You got to love his name.
Yeah.
But he definitely.
That's why he wants to work with Burt Burns. They're all about alliteration.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, alliteration is our primary objective. I mean, winning games is our primary objective.
Well, we can't really go into judging Joe Judge right now. We have to wait and pass judgment on Joe Judge later on.
Oh, look at you. Right. Well, Joe Judge.
All right.
Joe Judge, he's definitely
How much
somebody
more power
who
does he have? Let's pull that
How
cord.
much judged of Joe Judge? Well, forget him.
Yeah, let's let that go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
let's get-
We're gonna have a brownout over here.
yes, we are.
Yeah.
I think my cord's getting loose.
Yeah.
He's not making full connections.
Yeah.
But
I'm on
I know,
Wi-Fi
Rob,
now, I
you
think.
sent that you sent the that link yesterday about his press
Did
conference,
you watch
his
it? That was
meeting, all
actually
that.
good. He looks good.
He looks very good. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
a
he
lot,
looked good,
you know,
right?
he sounds good. You can't. I mean, obviously, you want to hope it's not just like Rob said, like rhetoric and all that. But he said recently, he was like, he said that my job is to lead our players and coaches. The mission is clear: to win games. There is a process to reaching that objective, and we will implement that process and work that process starting today. That sounds good, obviously, but
Right. I mean, there's nothing to
You
go
could
by
say-
thus far.
right,
but-
exactly.
Exactly.
But I agree. I think we were. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I felt like we all felt hopeful. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, I like I
sounded
said,
like-
I think in my judgment, Joe Judge
Yeah.
should be. He's going to be. He looks good.
Yeah.
people, we're here with him.
It's a
Yes,
we
judgment.
hear this
it's
all
It's
day.
a judgment call for me.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
All right. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for us today here at Loosely Related in the Green Room. Dad fell asleep. He must have gotten unplugged. Sorry, guys. You know what it is, though? Seriously, on a serious note, the fact that he played for the Patriots, that just brings pedigree. It doesn't even matter. You could
I'm
be.
just gonna bring it
What did he do? What did he do for the Patriots?
I agree.
Oh,
Time
he
to
was
move on.
he was the Patriots. I don't know, water boy. Oh, all right. We'll give him a head coach job. Let him head coach. We'll give him 3 teams to head coach at the same time.
How many
That'll be good.
years has he been a water boy for? Oh, good. All right, good. He
All right,
knows the field.
perfect.
He's good. He knows. He's
All right. I feel like this is what I liked about him. At least the feeling I got, as opposed to the last few coaches. All right, let's go over the last 2 coaches
Right.
Let's not.
between him, the
Yes.
head coach. All right, we got.
Do we have to?
Macadont and.
and Shermer.
all right,
I'd
so
rather
Pat
go-
Shermer.
I'd
Okay, what
rather-
I didn't like about Macadont is he went back and forth all the time. We're gonna do this. No, we're gonna.
I'd
do
rather
this.
go
We're gonna
back
do this,
over
no, we're gonna do
Gamer.
this.
Can we
Yeah.
talk
Then you
about
have
Gamer?
Schumer. Oh, shut up. Then we have Schumer, who exuded the same certainty, except he was an Eddie. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But
And then we all-
he made decisions that didn't make sense. I'm 100% sure we should get rid of the best wide receiver and get an
But
okay
then he
wide
caused
receiver.
us all to
and
exert
get
the
less
same
than we could
certain-
have got for him. And I'm sure it wasn't just his decisions.
Yeah, but
But-
he forced on us the ability to, you were saying about how he could,
Yeah.
exerted his confidence.
Yeah.
Then he passed that on to us and exerted. We could exert our exuded our
confidence.
confidence in how bad he was. So
Right.
yeah.
So we don't really know anything about him yet, but he definitely came through like confident what he's saying. He didn't miss a step. He didn't even go a lot. He was very articulate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I also liked, because I was scared like last week, man. You and I were talking. I was talking to your dad.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys had heard this or it was just fodder or whatever, which is pretty much everything right now.
Right.
In football before they settled down.
Yeah.
But weren't there some rumors about Brady might come? I was like, oh
Yes.
God, please do.
There
not do
was.
that.
There was
I didn't.
actually.
I was hoping there was no truth. I'm like,
was-
dude, just let Daniel Jones be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he did say, going back to Joe Judge, he did say he didn't commit to him at
He didn't-
their,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he said everybody has to win their position.
You know
Everyone
what's
has
funny?
to-
He didn't commit to anybody. The other
everybody.
what was funny is
Chance to
he
battle for their position.
everybody was talking about him not committing to Daniel Jones. He also made a comment that he essentially was not committing to even Saquon Barkley as a starting running back.
Well, that
he literally said
yes,
that.
Of course. But once you commit to one
Yeah.
thing, but the guy's so good, you don't need to commit to him. He'll show you that. He
Yeah,
needs to
right,
be the
right.
Number one.
You don't
Yeah.
have to commit to it.
Now, with the same silliness about that, the rumor about Brady,
Yeah.
I saw a small clip, because they just got to put this crap. Of course, like an idiot, I'm reading it.
Yeah.
I guess he was. What was he at? Some game with Julian Edelman, and he supposedly got mad because Edelman said, "Oh, he's like mouthing. You could see his lips saying, "Oh, he'll come back for the next year or whatever." And then he gave him like an off kilter look at him, like,
Right.
don't speak for me, kind of.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know. Who knows?
Wow.
But it's off season, so this is the kind of crap we're going to talk about.
Yeah, of course.
So
Exactly.
It'll be
well,
interesting.
that's what I was
He wants
laughing
a
about.
2-year contract with them, right?
Mm.
He's
Well,
like,
no,
like,
I
2-year renewal, like,
I
2-year
think he wants
contract.
a 2-year contract in general. That's what
Oh,
he's saying.
all right.
He
wherever
wants.
he goes.
Yeah, he wants a 2-year
Now
contract.
is he saying that is it like both parties? Is it like is the Patriots holding out? They want to move on. Like, what is going on between the two?
I don't really. I mean, I think the idea is that they're not sure, and I think rightfully so, whether how much time he has left. I can tell you right now, I guarantee you, from the Patriots do not want to give him a 2-year contract. I think they're probably a little bit apprehensive to give him a 1-year contract, and that's what he wants, and I think that's a big part of it. So I think, dude, it's.
I mean, we
it's
have to
really
assume
tough.
they know something we don't. I mean, they're working with them. They would have the insights.
Well, I don't think teams want to, but I mean,
look at like Peyton Mann's last year. You could tell he had nothing left in that.
Yes,
But
exactly.
even look at
Brady didn't look like as bad as Peyton did. Do you think?
They gave
No.
Eli Manning
No.
a 5-year contract when he was starting to look like crap.
Well, this is the Giants. Relax.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I know that,
That's my point.
And he still looks better than most quarterbacks in the league, and he's still one of the best quarterbacks.
He still look good. And you know how all the haters
I would
out
have no
there, like,
problem.
we all love to hate him, but you can't. The guy's freaking. He
He's
seems
amazing.
immortal.
He is. He's a clone. If you ever saw,
maybe he's
Living
just
with
getting 10 years younger each time.
if you ever saw Living with Myself,
Paul Rudd. Yeah,
with Paul, there we go. That's
that's
probably a
what
true
happened?
story.
Yeah.
they're probably going to be right.
I was like, have you ever seen Green
Someone's
Mile?
going to see this
Yeah.
and write about this now.
I like that movie.
Yeah,
It's going to be.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
But it's funny, man.
Segways.
But
We got 'em.
dude, I think it's that you have the minute you say, "Oh, we have a former Patriots coach," obviously now every single player on the Patriots wants to play for the Giants now. It's like, what? That was the whole big thing. Well, Joe Judge plays there now. Joe Judge knows Tom Brady. Maybe Tom Brady will go play there. And it's just like, I don't know why you think that. The other big reason why they're saying this, the Giants have this season a lot of cap room. That's that's one of the big things.
So let's go blow
a lot of cap room, and they want to go ahead, and they're one of the only
smart.
teams who can afford it. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, it seemed like most of them up to the government was talking about like making good decisions. At least what it sounded to me. I don't even know, necessarily why I got this idea, but when I was watching the videos the other day with the Combine and Joe Judd, they were speaking.
Yeah.
It looked to me like they were looking to renew fresh legs and arm. I didn't get the sense they wanted to get a lot of veterans.
Me too.
Right, no.
Me too. I also got that impression, and then I think that they'll definitely obviously going to stick with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, of course.
Daniel Jones needs a good quarterback, man. Like people wanted, like it's like look at Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill finally gets on the team when he has a good coach, and now all of a sudden he wins the NFL Comeback Player of the Year. You finally see his talent, his ability.
And he's been.
You need a
for
good
long
player,
time.
a long time, man.
How much cap room?
He was
did Giants
a
free up
first
with-
round, wasn't he?
I believe they
Yes,
have.
he was.
Yeah, I think he. I think he
I think it was like a
a lot
top.
of
I think he was in a top 5
Yeah.
of quarterbers.
He might have been.
But he's got playing at least a decade at
Might
this
have been
point,
in
right?
the top 3. He was a high pick, actually.
He was. Round 1, pick 8. Yeah, he was. He was
Eight,
8th
12,
pick.
alright, so
Yep.
8 years
He was like,
already.
I
He's
think
been
he was,
playing
I think he was the
for-
second quarterback
that,
picked in the
7
draft
years?
that year.
Yeah, 7, 8 years.
7, 8
So
years.
right, so it looked like I would think most people would have considered, myself including, that's what you're going to get from Tannehill. That's
Yeah.
what you're going to get. But last year you showed something different.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe
And he
Joe, you
was-
could be
he
right.
was the
Point to
highest-
the coach. What was different there was that, right?
Exactly.
Wasn't he Heisman
That was the
Trophy?
big thing.
What's that?
Tannehill?
No,
He wasn't.
No, I don't believe so.
I thought he was Heisman Trophy, or he was
I
a
don't
candidate.
think so.
He might have been a candidate for Heisman Trophy.
He might have been a candidate for the Joe Hassett gives someone that no one knows the Heisman Trophy award.
Yes.
Wasn't that guy a Heisman Trophy award winner? No, he was the janitor for the high school.
No, because
He
don't
was
you
the
remember?
best janitor. He was the best at what he did.
He was
a
the-
lot
He
of
was
people
because
said
you
that he
remember
would
when
make those halls
in the
good.
playoffs there were 4 teams playing each other. It was the first time ever that the 4 teams in the playoffs
No, first of all, that was like
were
no.
all Heisman
That was
Trophy quarterbacks.
no,
or
that
something like that. or
that was this
first-round
past
quarterbacks.
season. That was Cam Newton. That was Kyler Murray. That was Deshaun Watson, and I believe it was
Ravens.
no, Lamar Jackson didn't win. No, he didn't win. No, it was oh man, that's gonna drive me nuts. I can't remember who it was now.
It wasn't Tannehill.
No, it was not.
Well,
no,
so
no,
what was it that,
it was not? He did not win Heisman. 100%, he did not win Heisman. I don't remember who the fourth one was. It was there was one game this year where there was 4 teams playing in the playoffs, or no, on the same day. There was
the
like
same
4
day.
teams playing each other. They were
and
they were
all-
playing
both
each other.
quarterbacks on both
and
teams
all
were Heisman
all
Trophy.
4 of the quarterbacks
They all won or were nominated?
They all won the Heisman.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it was the first time in NFL history that like there was 2 different games
I
that
think
had
what he
4
really was
Heisman
saying is,
quarterbacks.
I think Tannehill had said, I really like Joe Theismann, I think is what you're remembering.
Yeah.
Oh,
That I won the Heisman.
Yeah, I really like Joe Theismann.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But the Giants have the Giants have 74 million in cap space, which is very, very good. That's like I think it's like the 5th most right now.
So that's a good thing. Because
So the big thing is
Where's our draft pick this year?
our draft pick this year is the fourth this year. So I mean, all right. So if we're going to go right into the draft without, which
look at that for a second.
I'm totally fine with that because
Check that out.
I mean, there's some good stuff.
by the way, the whiskey glasses were just delivered.
Oh, look at that! All right, maybe I'll run upstairs and make a
Wanna-
poor little whiskey glass for.
You're drinking whiskey
maybe
over
we have
there,
to
and you
take
don't have a
a-
whiskey
Damn.
glass.
Pause
because
for identification.
Pause for identification.
My beautiful wife, one day, under the pressure of my son in his minimalistic days, got rid of everything in the house, and part of those things it got rid of was all my glasses.
Yeah.
All my good whiskey
Why would
glasses.
they get rid of your stuff?
My
though?
brother
He's a
went.
living
I-
minimalist.
my brother
Get rid of his
Get
stuff.
it, get it him.
he had just watched that freaking. You know, on Netflix they had that documentary. What was it?
Small
Not
Lemonade
documentary.
or
It
one
was
of those.
Joy or whatever. It was the
Joy, yes.
the
Yeah,
Asian
yeah,
woman who
Asian-
developed
yeah.
that whole. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
minimalist.
was.
Watch-
He
obsessed with
was. Like obsessed is an understatement. He went through every room, like every room in the house. Like we got to get rid of that. Does that bring you joy? No, it doesn't. I was like that. Get rid of it. Does that
just
bring
brings
you
you
joy?
bondage.
That's the
Obviously-
dog. That's my dog. It brings me joy. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You hesitated for like for 1/10 of a second. Get rid of it.
Obviously,
isn't
my
it-
whiskey tumblers brought me joy, but he never asked me. He asked my wife.
Yeah.
But I
Throw 'em
mean,
out.
that idea, that concept of being detached is for ancient.
Yes.
I mean, plenty of religions, Dalai Lama,
Right.
all that's like
Yeah.
the less attached to it, the more free you are.
The you know what's funny? I don't know. This is it's
That's why I want to get.
I know
that
these-
from you, Rob.
That's why you're detached from the power.
Yes,
I actually know-
I want to get the. No, I'd be very free.
You're totally limb now.
You know what's funny? I actually know these random facts, but you know the idea of like getting rid of things that hold you back and slow you down is it's actually a Viking tradition. You know that? Yeah, it began in the Vikings. Yeah, they
probably what they
used to
used to get rid of.
eliminate.
That's probably why they're
There's
such
Get rid of
a
each
team.
other.
That's probably why
Kill
they're.
each other.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
anything.
Viking funeral, get out of here,
Yeah.
burn them on fire, put them on
Like
the raft. Goodbye.
anything that slowed them down or like sort of held them back or prevented them from achieving their goal would just without even a hesitation just get rid of it.
So that was
including
like
the older,
their entire
the older
coaching
people.
staff and stuff.
All my Viking
guess
knowledge,
so.
honestly. I mean, it's not a lot.
The Viking
but-
coaching
Oh
staff.
my!
and their-
All right.
Yeah.
That's it. Look at that. His brain cells.
Yep.
That's the last brain cell. I hope you're happy on
You
that
was a-
joke. That was
I'm
your last
spending them.
brain
You
cell
spent your
used on
brain
Spending
that
them all
joke.
today.
You are just
my God.
wheeling and dealing.
that-
Brian's not here when the cat's away. The mice will play.
The one brain cell is working overtime right
It
now.
really. It's
God, you better not
that
drive
dude-
overtime.
You better not drive a car today before you recharge
Yeah,
your battery.
seriously.
And that's just the beginning.
That one brain cell's on a hamster wheel in there, just like, like running so freaking fast. It's nuts.
Oh my God! Don't drive. Do not operate heavy equipment today. Maybe
I already
just take a
did.
break.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on with the
So
draft?
all right, so the draft this year, Giants. All right, so like you know what's funny? So I was really before we even go into the whole thing, the whole like list or whatever, the mock draft and all that. You know, I wasn't super excited for the draft this year because I think all of us here at this table knew once the Giants lost that they had the second pick for a while, and then like
yeah.
like jerks, they won the last game of the season and they got knocked down to fourth place.
Yeah.
So we lost Chase Young. Once
Hopefully
I
that won't
knew we
happen with our
weren't
new
getting.
coach. Hopefully he'll be smart enough to.
Yeah,
You know, we
to, like,
suck.
We have
let's
a
bag it.
come
so we
on.
get
We
it out
had
of
a
this
moral
thing.
victory.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
you know.
We blew Chase Young, who's going to be like apparently supposed to be like the
I
best
didn't.
defensive end. Well,
Speak for yourself.
all right, fair enough. We blew.
It was a team effort.
It was a team effort,
We
but
played all 4 quarters.
but like, all right, once we lost the guy, he's like supposed to be one of the best DNs ever. I was like, I think we all kind of figured, oh, here comes an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
They're going to take, which I get that we need, but it is a boring pick. It's
It
just
is.
all right
It's
because
not-
you never know how it's going to work out. It's
I
so
know.
hard to predict.
It never.
It
really
hardly
works.
ever
You would
works
think
out.
with a high draft pick, I mean, most of the time you're going to take a skill position.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and that exactly that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't super excited
Unless
for it.
somebody like, which I heard he
Yes.
might be interested in the Giants. How do you say his first? Jadavian
Oh,
Clowney?
Jadavian Clowney.
Now he went like number 1 or 2 or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, he's a free
But
agent.
He was freakishly better than the rest of that.
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just the problem. He's so injury prone. He's the guy like
Is
he
that- is
so
that
he
it?
he missed the entire.
Really?
I don't know
Yeah.
if all
He-
of it, but he missed almost his entire first season from an injury. Like
Oh,
he got
yeah,
hurt
the
in
first
training.
season.
camp.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
season
yeah.
before he played.
Yeah.
Right, that I remember.
Yeah, he
well,
never
what's he
really
been like since then? It had to be what? He's got to be around 4 years
the,
now, right?
The Texans released him, and I believe he played for the Titans last year. Possibly, I think he played for the Titans.
What's he look like? Is he
And,
still not like a top player? Or?
I don't know. So the whole his whole thing was he was. I'll never forget his combine. He was he's a D end. He's like 6'6". His combine, he ran like something just utterly ridiculous.
Right,
I'll
yeah.
never forget that. Like, if I could even just pull it up.
Who went before? It was a quarterback, wasn't it?
No, he was first overall
Was
pick.
it first and then
he was
second was the
first,
quarterback?
I
remember them talking.
that was the
going
year.
back and forth,
I
back
don't
and forth,
think
back
so.
and
You know.
forth on-
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait,
Yeah.
was that the year that I think that might have been the year, Rob, that Blake Bortles was the second pick?
Oof.
I think that might have. Wow, now I got to look that up.
Maybe
because I
Blake
think
Bortles
he
needs a
was
new,
Blake Bortles was.
coach.
What
do you think was the
overall click?
What do you think was the
overall
worst
pick?
one?
Oh wow, look at that.
Blake Bortles.
I typed in Jadeveon Clowney. Top result is Jadeveon Clowney Giants. Look at that.
Now, do you think it
That is
goes
the
back
top
to what you were
result.
just saying before that he's free and we have a lot of cap again?
Yes, probably. Yeah,
That's why the
And
connection.
I don't think he's worth that much money. I really don't. He I don't know, man. It's such a weird
I
thing.
mean,
for
we need
that.
to be able to put pressure on opposing teams.
Well,
Yeah.
here's
Blake
the
Bortles
thing.
was
Now-
third. I was right, bro.
Okay.
He wasn't second. He was third.
Look at Greg
Oh my God,
Robinson.
hilarious offensive tackle. Yeah, see.
Oh,
And
Sammy Watkins.
I've never.
Or look at Khalil Mack.
Khalil
I
Mack.
just
What a
yelled,
good
sorry.
draft. No, it's all good.
Holy crap.
I've never even heard of
And
Greg
Khalil
Robinson.
Mack-
Oh,
Very
Mike
good,
Evans,
actually.
number
Mike Evans is a good
7,
draft pick.
good wide receiver.
So then this
He's
means
friggin' tall, too.
wait, so then that means that this draft pick, if I go down to 13 or 12, oh yeah, hey, look at that guy, Odell Beckham
Hey, we did
Jr.
good that year. That was a
Wow.
good pick, though.
Aaron Donald, bro. Wow. We could have had Aaron Donald. We could what? I don't know that. We could have had arguably the best defender in the NFL.
Wow.
Oh, who the hell would it?
Wow, look at
We
that.
had arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fair to say.
Yeah.
Of course, then at the end of the day, we got
Oh, he's actually
buckets for him.
Jake Matthews is actually really good. He's actually one of the best tackles in the NFL.
Here, go down a little far. Let's see what
like,
goes down to the
like
20.
a guy like that is really like okay, so he was 6th. He actually is one of the best tackles in the NFL right now, and he has been since he came in. But like that guy, never
Eric Ebron.
never even heard of this guy.
He's injured all
Offensive
the time.
tackle, never heard of this
Never
guy,
heard of
and
him.
he was second overall.
Yeah, that's what
pick.
I'm saying.
Never heard of him.
Let's
Don't know
go
who
all
he
the way
is.
to 20. Let's see
To
what
20?
we got up to there.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon
look at
Cooks.
that.
Wow.
Haha, Clinton Dix is pretty good, I
Alvin
guess.
Pryor.
Johnny Manziel.
Manziel.
Money
Wow,
Manziel.
Money
He was a
Manziel.
Heisman winner, I think.
Yes. I
Yeah,
think
no,
he was.
he was. Yeah, his
You can't
freshman
go by
year.
who
Yeah,
wins Heisman.
2012
What a
Heisman
dick.
Trophy winner. There you go.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
still with the Browns, isn't he? Or did-
No.
No.
No, he's not even in the
He's not even
NFL.
playing.
He got
Yeah.
kicked out of the Canadian Football League.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah, then
right.
he was talking about he doesn't want to play for the XFL. Even he's
yeah.
on. He's
Yeah.
off of that. He's
Exactly.
like,
Wow.
Money Manziel. Now
Yeah.
he's like,
Kelvin Benjamin was in this draft.
he needs to
Wow.
get Money Manziel.
Teddy Bridgewater. Oh yeah, wow, that's
Oh.
sad.
Yeah, that's a sad story.
That is a really sad story. He could have
Teddy.
been really good.
Marcus Ware is it the one below that?
DeMarcus Lawrence, who's
Lawrence,
Marcus
pro,
Ware, yeah.
all pro.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. Okay.
Austin Eckler. Is that the Austin Eckler? I can't see.
Austin Safarian Jenkins.
is tight end.
Okay.
No, he was a giant.
Jordan Matthews, that friggin' blew up. Oh, there's a giant right there. Weston Witchburg. He actually was pretty good for a while.
Huh.
Yeah, he was actually pretty decent. He got hurt. Anyway, yeah, but the point is that just like these offensive
draft
tackles,
class
they
is
just
that we were
don't.
looking at?
2014.
Okay, 24.
They just don't pan
That's what I said.
out,
At least
man.
4 years. He's been playing Lauren already.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd love to know the history of the success of first round, first round.
Oh, there's been a lot of
offensive tackles. I just
success-
like, I don't know.
OTs. I don't know.
Like I'd love to know how many first round offensive linemen became big. versus
Exactly.
Not.
What is this? Why is it opening it like
And I would love to see if, like, it's probably a majority of them didn't even make it. You should just show the guy from the 2014 draft, first pick in the first round.
Right.
You don't even know who he is. He's like,
That's what I'm saying. Well, look at this. Look at that.
Did you
Guy's
see a little
stupid fast.
time?
We're
He
watching
gets-
his 40-yard
they get
dash. Look at
18
that,
minutes.
man.
They only got 18 minutes to talk to him. Did you see that?
No.
Combine information.
They didn't even say
Their
how
interviews
fast
are
it
18
was.
minutes each.
Look at this dude. This dude's stupid fast. This is Jadeveon Clowney.
is that the reason why? Because he was
4 he ran a 4.4 40. Man, that's just nuts. At a guy that his size.
Yeah, for that position.
For that size, for a
He's not wide
defensive end, I'll
receiver.
never forget that. People were losing their mind when that happened.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good-looking
I just,
athlete.
it just didn't really seem to pan out the way that I think everyone
go.
kind of thought that it was gonna. But
So what does his stats look like? Does he not have a?
so I mean,
I mean, I don't follow him that much, but I know he was
Yeah.
a big deal.
he
I
was,
thought he
man.
still
It's
was.
just like
I thought he was
said,
still pretty good.
so he was, so he earned defensive players. So that was in college.
Yeah, just
I guess so. All right, so here's what we got. So he was drafted first overall by the Texans.
Southeastern
He
Conference
played for them for
defensive
5
player,
seasons.
yeah.
He made 3 Pro Bowls apparently. Also, he played for the Seahawks. I'm sorry, not the Titans. Last year. So, dude, I think if I'm not mistaken, he didn't really. So all right, first of all, so he's 6'5", 266.
Oh, it's a big dude.
All right, so let's see here. So we got He only played 4 games in 2014. That was his
Yeah,
first
we knew
year.
he was injured coming in.
He played 13 in 2015,
Okay.
14, 2016.
There's one full season.
He only had one full
15.
season. That was in
Yeah, but
2017.
you got 15 there. That's pretty
59
good.
compare. His best sacks ever were was really 9.5, which I mean, just for a guy like that, his whole thing was he was supposed to be a sack machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you got to see who he's playing across.
Yeah.
That helps.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Well, I mean, some people do it.
But it was J.J. Watt.
J.J.
though.
Watt, I was about to say.
Yeah. So I mean.
But J.J. Watt, even when
kind
he
of the
was by
best.
himself, had a lot of sacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah, he 20 and a half that one season, I believe. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Like, and
How many
last year
Watts
wasn't
are
that
there in
great.
that? It feels like 3 of them.
TJ Watt is his little brother. He's in there.
He's there, and he's really, really
Yep.
good too.
He's
Yeah.
really good.
That's
Yep.
like a friggin' family
He was
squad
good.
right
Yeah,
there.
he won. He didn't win defensive. No, wait. Last year he might have won defensive rookie of the year.
I think he did.
He might have last year.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, so my whole thing for this year with the Giants was that obviously I was super not thrilled about getting an offensive tackle. You know, I know like now the one thing
I
everyone
think it's
keeps saying
inevitable
is
right now, and it makes sense because
see, it's not inevitable, and that's my point. That's
But-
where I was going to
but
go with
now-
that.
but
Not
the-
even close to being inevitable.
Well, that's the
Actually,
whole
it's
thing. Go
beginning
ahead.
to kind of flip the other way.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so excited.
What,
so the reason
he
I'm
might not
excited
take an OT?
because now it's looking like there's this guy that everybody was talking about. He's supposed to be pretty good, but he had like one of the best combines ever for a linebacker. The guy's name is Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson, and this guy just blew up. He was going to be a first rounder, but his NFL combine was just off the charts. And what do the Giants need? Probably more than anything. We haven't had a good linebacker since maybe Antonio Pierce was the last one
Yeah,
I could think of,
probably.
who wasn't even that great.
Dude, wait.
Yeah.
But he's going to be late round. We're not going to go like what we did with Daniel Jones, go number
Yeah.
6 or someone who's going in round 3 or something.
Yeah,
are
yeah,
we?
yeah. No. This guy's going to be a
No.
guy that I think they were originally. He was going to be a top 10, but now it's just like he's worth a top 5 pick basically.
Oh, he
and
is.
he's a linebacker. So now the whole thing was interesting is that he was actually a safety who became a linebacker. He's big, he's
right.
jacked,
But he
but.
must be able to move at it.
What was so
he's solid.
crazy is that he had the fastest ever 40-yard dash time for a
about to say.
linebacker.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I will show you this guy.
If you're a
It
safety
is.
for a
We're
linebacker,
gonna
you gotta be
watch
able to
that
move.
for a linebacker. It is a just utterly ridiculous
He's gotta be
40-yard
able to
dash.
drive.
And it was just really impressive. He also had a great. His vertical was like absolutely insane.
Instead of jumping and touching.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
exactly. He was it was nuts, man. So here we go. So this is him, Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson, 40-yard dash. Freaking crazy
got rocket
fast.
fuel.
Do 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 boo 4.39
Wow.
under 4
Oh,
under
better than
4.4
funny.
under 4.4 for NFL for a 40-yard dash.
That's fast for anybody.
That's fast for anybody.
No matter where you
That's
are.
pretty
So to
crazy.
put that in
Odell was
perspective,
pretty fast too,
somebody
right?
said
What's he
that.
down?
I think someone said that was faster than Saquon Barkley.
Wow.
I
What?
think someone said that was actually faster than Saquon Barkley.
I thought Saquon
40
Barkley was
yard.
like a 4.2 or something retarded.
No. There's
it's
only
not
been
that fast?
I think like
Or 4.3? Isn't
like
Odell
3 or
Beckham like
4.
retarded fast?
He was really fast.
He was fast. Yeah.
He was very, very fast, I believe. He was like really fast.
Oh, this was
Saquon
impressive.
doing,
The lifts.
29 reps he did.
29 reps.
Saquon's still a
that.
boss, man.
He's the beast. Look at that. He's
225
so jacked.
Oh,
Just-
Christ.
Now, who doesn't go to the combine for the most part? So not everybody does.
Well,
right?
Chase Young didn't go to the combine. The guy is supposed to be second overall pick. Yeah, he didn't go. He took it off for whatever reason.
Did they figure like they just don't need it to show themselves, or
I guess so. I'm not really entirely
I
sure.
wonder how often that happens where someone doesn't go because they're just like whatever. That is somewhat notable.
Yeah. He's bench pressing so weird, right? It's like underneath.
It looks on one
Imagine that
side
he's
of
not
twice.
breaking his
Stomach.
ribs the way he's doing. He like
Yeah.
bounces off his ribs.
Yeah, exactly.
Better
It's
get
really
that spot.
interesting.
Ooh, I'm getting nervous. Like he's gonna fall.
I know,
I'm
me
like,
too,
we know
man.
how it ends up. I'm sitting here getting all tense. I'm like, oh my god, this
It's amazing
Saquon's
that he
gonna
can still keep
decapitate
going,
himself.
right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Just keeps going up. There
Oh,
you
there
go.
he is.
That's it.
Said he's done.
That is it. Here you go. His
a big
vertical
dude,
just
man.
nuts. Look at how high that is. Look at if he touches that, I'm gonna lose my mind. Wow, he's not even tall. Here we go. All right, so here's his 40. Here's Saquon's 40.
He looked like he was doing it all.
His head is so straight. You see that?
Yeah.
4.41. Yeah, see?
4.41, wow.
The guy actually ran faster than
That's still
Saquon
pretty good.
Barkley. No, that's amazing. That's
Looks like he was a little slower at the line.
He did.
Did
Did you see how still? Well,
His
look
head
at
is
how
like-
still his head stayed that whole time. Look at
Hey, eyes forward, man.
his head didn't even move.
That's good, man.
That's
eyes
crazy.
forward. That's wild.
That's interesting, man. Anyway, yeah. So, but this guy's supposed to be really good. So when I heard about his draft, the first thing that everyone said was Giants are probably going to change the whole strategy now. They're going to want to take this guy. Giants need a linebacker. They need a guy on the defense who could just be a disruptor in the passing game, in the run game. He could cover it. He's fast enough to cover. He's fast enough and he's tall enough to cover a Travis Kelce. He's strong enough to cover
Kelce's
like
a big boy,
let's say an Ezekiel Elliott coming out of the backfield, and
Tyreek Hill?
he's fast enough to probably keep up with
Tyreek Hill.
possibly Tyreek Hill, at least possibly like maybe
What
like
was
an Odell
Tyreek
Beckham or
Hill's,
something like that.
combine
I don't think it was particularly good. He's not really known for like the
sprint
sprint
like the-
speed.
yeah,
So like he
sprint.
he was, I think, like a 400 meter like in college track or something like that.
yeah.
So, but obviously his distance is just like after a certain point, because if you watch him play, he's kind of with the cornerbacks for like a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it just hits that point where it's like, all right, he's gone. Peace.
My,
He's out. You just can't catch him.
You should see my combine time.
Yeah. What is
It's
it?
not even finished yet.
It's not even finished yet. Yeah. Nope. You're still
in
there.
development.
You're still there. You can't take a break halfway
Yeah,
through. Like,
take a
all
break.
right, I'll come back.
They stopped the clock.
Like when? It's 1983. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll finish up at some point. I'll get around to it. I gotta take care of my basement. And then I'll come back.
When the basement's done, I'll be back.
Well, the podcast appreciate
Yeah.
your time.
Exactly. But I think that now knowing this guy's there, I'm super excited. We can get a guy like that. And there's still the big thing is that there's some guys in free agency right now for offensive tackle that I think we should much rather do that. We have the cap space. Get rid of that guy, Nate Solder. I know he's a nice guy.
yeah.
Everyone seems to like him. He was, I think he's a bust, man.
Yeah,
He's
he didn't
not.
really
He did not
blow
do well. He's a left tackle, and he's not doing that well.
I don't think he's.
I don't see it happening.
Still, anybody that looks better than Flowers.
Flowers, I knew that was
Flowers,
coming
yeah,
back.
yeah, of course.
Remember how
Still
many
promising.
opportunities he was getting?
Yeah.
I was like, my God,
It's
they
like,
moved
please,
from
you
left
gotta
to right.
move on. It's,
Yeah.
They
it's
moved
so,
him to the weak
if
side.
it's,
Oh
if
my
it's
God,
ob-
get him
why,
outta
you're,
here.
he's right there in the field with you. Why is it?
People
It's
just-
obvious to us when watching on TV.
People were like
why isn't that
abusing
obvious?
him. They're like laughing on the other team. They're like,
Yeah.
we're going Flower side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Flower
exactly.
They actually were towards the end.
my
They
God.
attacked the
Exactly.
Flower side of the field.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a weird thing. So let's see this. Actually, the Giants aim to aggressively improve the pass rush this offseason and could be in the market for some of the top available free agents.
So what do they got?
So according to ESPN, Seattle Seahawks edge rusher Jadeveon Clowney is an
only 3
ideal
sacks.
scheme fit for the Giants. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did not have a good year last year. Give him a multi-year deal. They're saying the Seahawks are not going to break the bank to re-sign Clowney, which I wouldn't either. The Giants are expected to be in on Clowney, but might need to overpay to lure him away from the contenders such as Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans, and Indianapolis Colts.
20
He could
million
command
a season.
$20 million a season.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
I
I
don't know
wouldn't.
about
I wouldn't
that.
pay that. That would be a
No.
waste. And I think the
Market
coach is
scarcity.
smarter.
There it is. Supply and demand, Joe.
coach-
That's your game.
There it
yeah,
is.
but the coaches,
Market
they would be
scarcity.
stupid to
We've
spend those
overpaid so
there.
many times.
Yeah.
And not just outright finances. Look at some of the stupid ass
We
trades
over-
they
Yeah, I
made.
know.
Yeah, we overpaid for freaking Nate Solder. The guy we were just talking about.
What about Odell Beckham? We freaking
freaking
gave him the
That's
high
the
contract
worst,
and then
man.
Well, that's the
and then-
worst, yeah.
And then trade him for
and
like
then let him
nothing.
go. Right? We
Yeah.
let him go basically.
And we could have even got right. We could have definitely got more for him.
Yeah, for sure.
could have
Yes.
gotten way more for
They
him.
were like,
blew that.
Do you remember when the rumors ended and we were like, we wouldn't even speak to them for less than 2 first-round picks? And then 5 seconds later,
Yeah.
we'll take anything.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
first
What
round
do you
picks.
got?
All right.
What do you got?
Did you see his Instagram? We'll take a third rounder and like I don't know. You got to like go. You have any coupons for those 2-for-1 Big Macs? Like, I like that
How
stuff.
about a
All right,
loosely related gift, Visa gift card? We'll take
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna come serious now. I think I'm gonna come serious.
Yeah.
If you can throw us a wolf tone sign,
Yeah.
from Sweeney's, if it moves from Buckley's
heard-
to nothing, we'll take it.
I heard that
Those are invaluable.
Somebody might be in possession of something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
But if we can get rid of that guy, I think that would be great. Now, the one thing I will say is this: there is apparently now, again, offensive tackles you just don't know, but there is this one guy, offensive tackle, that I guess this guy is out of I forget where, I don't even remember where, but he's supposed to be like a Michael Orr type. He's super tall, he's super fast, and he's got like insane, like his vertical was like insane for an offensive tackle, and so someone like him would be kind of
Slot the
interesting.
ball.
Yeah. Someone like him might be kind of cool to get.
Yeah.
If we can't get Isaiah Simmons, but
Hey, what about
I don't know, man.
what's
Yeah.
our second pick in the second round?
So I don't know if we don't.
We have 2
We
picks in the second
traded.
round.
We do we?
Yeah.
All right. So then we don't have a third
I
round
mean, you
pick
can
this
still
year.
get good stuff then. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah, no,
sometimes. Ask Tom Brady, round
Yeah,
6.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just because you're a first round pick, obviously, it's quite obvious.
Right, and
we
they-
just looked through the
everybody
whole list
says
in
that the game is
2014.
different.
Look
Out
at
of
Victor
32
Cruz.
players, how many of the players that we just noticed on that list that actually still playing and are good?
Yeah.
Like maybe 5, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
That was all there was.
Yeah.
There were some good ones though. Mike Evans was on that.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
true.
It's the luck of the draw. It doesn't mean. And I bet
Of
you.
course, right.
I
right.
bet
It's
you went into
all.
the,
I mean, it's strategy and everything. I wouldn't say just luck, but
if we went down
honestly,
into the second
a lot
round and
of it
looked at
has to
them,
do.
I bet you'd
Right.
find just as many
mean,
people in the second round, maybe even more.
We
that-
thought
that-
Kenny
that-
Phillips was going to be great, and he had a huge fracture. You never know. You could get someone you think is great, and then have some friggin' season-ending injury
Yeah.
Right.
before it even start.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what?
remember Wilson from the Giants that we had that question in the
yeah.
Jeopardy game last week.
2 years.
Yeah.
No, he got hurt like second game of the season or something like that, and then they had the neck injury, and then he retired, and that was it.
It was
I
something
think
like
his
that.
second season he retired.
Yeah.
That's weird to retire
Second
after like. That'd be like if you went to work for a job. You worked for like 6 months. You're like, I'm retiring, y'all. I'm done.
Yeah, right.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. What I would say is that, like, I mean, Victor Cruz was undrafted.
That injury was crazy.
Yeah.
That was an undrafted player
That
that actually
injury was
was working
brutal.
out really well. Yeah, that was so sad, man. You know what's funny? That was one of those. I shouldn't say
love the
funny.
salsa.
Yeah, I loved him too. I think I loved that guy, man. He was really great.
He was great.
Positive attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knew that day when he was like getting a car. I was like,
Oh, that
that's
was
probably it.
yeah.
You could see everyone was like,
He
yeah,
slowed
that's-
down a lot when he
Yeah,
started
yeah.
coming
And
back.
like he was never the same.
Nope.
Never the same.
Pardon me.
after
What
that.
did he? Do you guys even remember what? I could be totally wrong, but I think what did he only play like 1 or 2 games across from Beckham?
I think he only played. He
one
was
game,
there
maybe?
for
One
one
game.
season.
One
I
game?
don't know how
I
many
think he only
games he
played-
I think it was like
played.
1 or 2 games top.
Do you remember how we were looking so forward to that with
We were like, we have the squad.
oh my,
Yeah.
I was
we had
so
top
forward.
flight squad. We had the tight end. We had
To
a
them
good wide
playing.
receivers.
We still had Sterling Trevor. Yeah. All right, so here you go. So in the second round we have the 4th pick again, obviously.
Okay.
So we do have that, and then what else we got? We only have 1 second round pick. We have 1 third round pick, number
Oh, there's the
68.
third round. Okay.
So we're the 4th pick
Those
in
one-
all those
two
rounds.
rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess I was wrong there too.
Yeah, we got
I
a
thought-
defensive
I thought I
tackle
heard-
over here. Yeah, it's a
thought
weird thing. So
was two.
yeah, see everyone's saying
That
here.
guy, there's Tua.
Yeah, see Becton is the guy everyone's talking about. The Giants might see this guy Mekhi Becton
How do you say his name?
out of,
Tagovailoa?
so Tua Tagovailoa.
Two.
That's how you
Tua
say it.
Tagovailoa,
Yep, Tua Tagovailoa. He's
Two
gonna
if
be
by
that.
C, one if
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, but this guy Isaiah Simmons is going to be pretty good. He's a sure bet. Simmons might be the sexy. Whether they actually wrote the sexier pick.
Here, nice.
Simmons might be the sexier pick here, but Mekhi Becton fills a more pressing need, and he's due big and athletic. The person who wrote this
does
might
that
have been
mean?
having a stroke.
Yeah,
and he's due big.
He's due big.
I think
He's
that,
due big,
I
man.
think,
He's
I think
due
I might have
big.
written.
Yeah.
Written it. Yeah, it sounds like you're
You-
still
yeah.
writing it.
Dude, I don't know, man, but I'm hoping for a better season.
Well, that's for sure.
That's all it's going to be. The Yankee season is going to be garbage. Have you seen what's been happening over on the Yankees
No,
right
they
now?
getting rid of
You see
people.
Aaron Judge is hurt, possibly like significantly injured.
No,
might
no.
miss a lot. He has a broken
my
rib
God,
that
no.
may need to be
broken rib?
taken out.
Wow.
Like it's bad.
Hopefully, it's the floating.
You know, Luis Severino's out for the entire year. He is having Tommy John surgery.
haven't seen this.
He's out for the entire year. Yep, blew that. James Paxton is hurt. He's going to miss the first half of the season. Or J.A. Happ,
Dude,
whatever the hell it is.
They haven't even
Aaron
reported
Judge.
pitchers and catchers
Yeah.
yet. How the hell
nope.
is this happening?
That's what I'm saying.
They
No,
report like April 6th.
no, I think
don't
it's
they?
spring training started.
Oh no, you're right.
Spring
You're right.
baseball
You're right.
started,
No,
yeah.
it did. Yeah, I saw the
Yep.
Yankees actually just got wiped by Orioles the other day.
Yeah.
5-1, I think.
Yeah,
I
Aaron
don't know.
Judge. The
I just
troubling,
forgot I did
here we
know it.
go.
Oh my god, I'm an
The
idiot.
troubling Yankees problem behind Aaron Judge injury. We got the Yankees and Aaron Judge, blah, blah, blah. So he has a stress fracture of his first right rib that occurred apparently it occurred last
suck it up.
September during an outfield
probably
dive
had no
against the
idea.
Angels. Yeah.
wow,
It
really?
got worse.
Yeah, so the pain has become pretty severe. Yeah,
Probably getting infected or something or whatever.
something like that, man. It's crazy, man.
that sucks.
We have a lot of goals. If the bone doesn't heal, Judge would have to have surgery to remove the rib. There would be a lengthy rehab. Nevertheless, Judge says he is confident surgery can be avoided because the bone is healing. How do you know that?
Well, you know what? It's one less reason for me to go.
4 to 6
There it is.
weeks. There you go. 4 to 6 weeks right now. That's right now.
Yeah, I mean, some areas. I don't know if this is the case here, but some fractures can be hard to heal based on
Yeah, James
the lack of
right.
lack of like circulation area can slow healing.
Yeah.
So it might be that. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's one less reason for me to go down to Yankee Stadium to spend $500 to watch a
I
baseball
hear ya.
game. So
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that
It's
it's
a bummer,
definitely
though.
it
is.
definitely sucks. I just was looking forward to them with Garrett Cole getting that guy and finally having like obviously the Yankees. I can't even remember the last time they had a great. I mean, Severino was great. I'm not saying he wasn't. He had some great years there, but to have like just a dominant ace pitcher just wrecking everybody. It's been a long time since I can really remember that. I was so excited. For that.
CC's gonna play one more year now, right?
Who?
Is he retired now, CC?
CC, yeah.
He's not playing another year.
No. He retired last year.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, man.
When's the next? We have a big tennis.
Tennis is
coming up pretty
yeah. I think they're going to cancel that because no one watches tennis anymore.
Well,
even I'm disappointed in that. Masters are coming up. Just looking at different sports things over here right now.
April 9th, yeah. Tiger
Pulling
Woods,
up the different
Masters
things.
tennis.
Panic.
What about
So they got the Masters coming up. soon.
Masters is coming up
Yeah.
soon. We have a tradition and we used to watch the
Yeah,
Masters
we watch
every
the Masters.
year.
I think we
what do we got on the intramural flag frisbee team? What's going on
Intramural
with that?
Let's
flag
look that up.
frisbee.
Let's
That's
find out.
that actually had more viewers this year than the Super Bowl.
They're working their way up to
Yeah.
ultimate frisbee, right?
Oh,
now.
yeah.
They're mediocre.
Here we go.
about,
Mediocrity frisbee.
They go frisbee.
frisbee.
Do they have anything on the this season's championship synchronized women's synchronized?
The synchronized strokes. The synchronized stroke award this year goes
Synchronized
to
swimming?
Joe Hassett.
Really? He's
There it
definitely-
does.
He's
It's
thinking
this
about
chair. He's
working.
leaning back in his chair, and his brain is extra laid back this week.
Yeah.
If you can't see him, he's wearing sunglasses because he's fucking sleeping.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
exactly.
doing. I'm napping.
He's
in the
asleep
morning.
at the
Straight up
wheel.
wearing sunglasses. He doesn't want you to see his eyes are closed right
Oh
now.
snap! You know
You
what? I
have to
better
go
say.
silence for a little while. you
Oh
know.
yes.
I better gotta give a major shout out today. So Sweeney's is one good thing to come out of Walden, but also my awesome wife came out of Walden.
Yes.
And I hope she's never going back. If you hear me, get out of Walden.
Yes.
Anyway, I love you, honey. Happy birthday.
Happy
She had a big birthday yesterday, and we're going to be partying today.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to give her a shout out. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you today. Have a great day with you.
Absolutely. Shout out to Stephanie. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Hope you have a good time today.
Yes, happy
Hope
birthday,
you have fun. This is a loosely related happy birthday announcement.
By the way, don't
All
forget
right.
to check us out on YouTube channel or loosely related podcast channel on YouTube. Check us out on
Absolutely.
Spotify. Check us out on iHeartRadio. Check us out on all of the audio places where you listen to your podcasts. And don't forget to like and subscribe to us.
Absolutely.
We appreciate your viewing us. We wouldn't be able to do this without you people and
Yeah.
encouraging us to
Well,
continue.
technically,
So,
we could.
Yeah. Technically, we literally
Technically,
could.
We could absolutely do that.
But
Well, we could.
we
If I
also
could,
We
because
wouldn't want to.
we
do it,
wouldn't
right?
want to do
want
that.
to do it.
We want to do the right thing and make people be entertained. Maybe forget about all the
Exactly.
crap going on in the world for a few minutes.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure. No, 100%.
Right?
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Just
most
about
definitely.
everybody likes to, I'm sure a lot of people like to kind of sit like we are right now and just hang out with friends and have a couple drinks and just do that. And that's why we figured if you guys are at work right now, sitting there in your cubicle, something like that, you can pretend that you're here right now with us sitting in this empty
Right.
chair we have right here, having a
there's
drink
one
with
right
us,
over there.
relaxing, having
Actually,
the conversation.
And you know what? The next episode, I think we're going to be getting up close to St. Patty's, right?
St. Patty's
the
Day.
seventh.
So we're gonna.
We're gonna do something extra special next episode.
yeah.
That's gonna be.
We might
It's
have
sort
to
of.
shoot from a different side.
It's
of
sort.
this.
It's sort of. Yeah.
Right,
It's
right.
sort of poignant that I'm going to be hosting that episode more or less. I'm super Irish, if you can't tell. The red hair, especially when I had that red beard. I wish that my red beard was back in time for that, so I could literally just come like a leprechaun.
You can
and look
grow
like
it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
So we're gonna have to do.
But
another
we're gonna do
outing to
something
the
a little bit
costume
special.
store,
We're
pick
gonna have
up
a
some,
little.
like leprechaun costume.
Well, we're going to be shooting the episode.
Don't look
in
at
an
me
even
when you say
different
leprechaun
location.
costume.
You don't need a costume.
Why are you staring at me when you say leprechaun?
You're gonna save a lot of
They
money
can't
on
help themselves.
He can't. He can't.
You're not getting any of my pot of gold. You see.
I think we'll do something like that. Maybe we'll do
But I
like
think
the,
we'll do
the,
something
the
fun.
Keebler elves or something like that.
Well,
Or
we're gonna be
something.
we're gonna be shooting in a different location.
We
for
gotta
that one.
do,
I got a little thing.
We
that,
gotta do a little pub crawl,
spoiler.
man.
Yes.
For St. Patty's.
Pub crawl.
That would be a
and
lot
then
of fun.
I'll,
We'll do
uh,
that.
I'll show you my
You can get people
signed,
together if you want to hook up with us for that pub crawl. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Don't
I'll show you my signed Wolf Tones framed
Poster, man.
poster
It's
that
a
I got.
poster.
It's a
Jesus
poster.
Christ.
Poster. All right,
Sit down,
that's gonna be it for that. That might
Everybody
be.
have a good day.
Everybody have a good one, and like I said, we will see you next time. Brian, you better have fun in Tennessee, man. We will see you soon. All right,
Bye.
everybody, take care.
Peace out.